Yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, bringing you the update for July 26th, dubbed Act 5, Part 3, Dark Elf Ruins. Yes, you heard right, Part 3, because it's kind of like a mini update before we hit the big one of Part 6 in a few weeks. I mention that because the events mostly end in a few weeks, so get hyped for Act 6, which is just right around the corner. Lancer, what? But without further ado, guys, there's a lot of little things in this update that work well to convenience us in a lot of different ways. So, let's go. First and foremost, the namesake of this update, the Dark Elf Ruins. This region can be accessed by accepting a quest chain from Minute that starts at level 40. It will take you to this part of the map in Underfoot, of which for the most part has been unused. Two new NPCs have taken residence here, which will act as traders for various items received in this new region. As a summary, this is a dungeon region which can be entered only twice a day per character. The region features 3 distinct dungeons, of which are different depending on which day of the week it is. On Sunday, you will have the option to choose which dungeon of the 3 that you'd like to enter, but aside from that, you have to follow this schedule. Different dungeons drop different types of prizes, so be mindful of that if you're looking for particular loot. The dungeons themselves, you'll notice, are quite simple and follow very straightforward gimmicks, which should become self-explanatory. The dungeon boss drops dimensional fragments as well as dungeon exclusive loot, all of which can be traded in Alicia for various rewards as shown here, such as Halidom fragments and equipment, and most importantly, Chronicle equipment and interdimensional fragments. The dungeon difficulty are unlocked individually per character and are based on a star system, which of course get progressively harder as you move up. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I believe at the 3 and 4 star difficulties, there is a small chance of summoning an enormous boss named Gruff. He kinda looks like this, and he is no joke at all. It is said that he can drop legendaries that are sold from Gabe and a bunch of dimensional fragments. So this may be a blessing or a curse depending on if you can handle him or not. To go with the release of this new dungeon region, there is the Road to Ruin event. It works very much like a simple attendance calendar, which rewards your character with prizes for unlocking the various dungeon difficulties and encountering Gruff. On top of that, all regular mods will also have a small chance of dropping dimensional fragments. And finally, a selective Chronicle box was added temporarily to Alicia's shop. Remember again, this applies to all characters on your account. So if any of them are looking for Chronicle pieces, this is definitely something that you can't pass up. And quite frankly, it's a very simple daily that you can complete in just a few minutes. Speaking of events though, we got a lot more of those to talk about. And quite frankly, as far as new content added to the game, that's really it. The rest are just events to hold us over before we get before Act 6. Don't let that discourage you though, because there are a lot of worthwhile events. First off, the Honeytime event is back, baby. I think that's like the 7th time I've said that in a row or something, so I'm sure you're not surprised anymore. The items include various things to help you get a leg up not only on the new Dark Elf Ruins, but maybe more so in your Hell runs. Look, we get Hell Party tickets and insane Hell potions as well. The 50-hour prize is a box containing 10 free Hell Party ticket Bs, which are different from the regular Hell Party ticket As because they also guarantee insane Hell mode. Pretty neat. The daily delivery event, once we actually get into August, will be Demon Invites. A total of 700 if you're able to get them all, which of course ain't too shabby. Again, I'll make the point that I believe both the daily delivery events and the Honeytime events will become permanent events as far as I can tell, since we've had them for so long. Not complaining, of course. Now there are 2 optimal level dungeon events going on right now, and I'll start with the easier one to explain, Lucky 7. The bosses of optimal level dungeons have a chance of dropping a Lucky 7 ticket. They can use 1 ticket every day with the option of using 2 given that you clear at least 5 optimal level dungeons. The rewards from the ticket are pretty dang good, mostly revolving around the Samba avatar package. But considering the namesake of the event, you're mostly going to get the common prizes, which aren't too bad themselves, because you can use these clovers that you get from them at Syria's new Lucky 7 shop, which have some awesome prizes in them. Most notably is the Lucky Demon Invitation pouches, which for seemingly the first time ever are not completely weighted towards the lower end. I got something like 1300 demon invites from the 6 that I've opened here. Because of an oversight, this event will be extended for 2 more weeks, by the way. Now, I personally believe I've saved the best for last, but I'll warn you, this may seem like a convoluted mess of an event at first glance. Potionology is without a doubt my favorite event that we've gotten thus far because of its original concept. Whoa, I guess not everyone feels the same way about this. In optimal level dungeons, you can get 6 different event items from the mobs. There's a bunch, and they even auto loot. You know, maybe they heard my bitching in the last video about that, but anyway, you'll want to stockpile all of them that you find, because you're going to be using these items as ingredients to create potions. Which potions, you might ask? Well, nobody knows. And don't bother just searching for the answer, because your items are different from everyone else's. And that is the point of this event. You'll quickly see that it's a logic puzzle. You combine 2 of your ingredients together and you'll get a potion back as depicted from this table. With this information, you have to decide what type of element your ingredient is disguised as. You can submit up to 2 answers on the second page. And as you can see, there are 2 fire and ice elements and only 1 dark and light element to correspond with your 6 ingredients. If you can solve the puzzle in 3 or less potions, you'll get the maximum prize of 10 report cards, and less as you continue making more potions. You can use the report cards at the Potionology shop here to purchase elemental damage beads, which aren't too shabby. Also remember that the potions that you craft are also usable items as well, so even if you solve the puzzles, you can always still craft the potions if you want them. And this, guys, is why I say this is my all-time favorite event. Trust me, I've been a part of quite possibly every single event in this game, and quite frankly, you start to feel as if it's the same event every time with a different skin on it. Well, the so-called skin this time is a multi-leveled, creative, and fun puzzle that will make you think instead of just plowing through it all. And while the prizes are probably not worth all that effort, I'll still be having fun with it regardless. Now, I'm personally not the type to advocate just taking the easy road, but if the logic puzzle thing isn't for you, with some snooping around, you can probably find some programs made by some very logical and efficient players that will tell you the solution to the puzzle in the minimum amount of creations. I suppose we'll end the video talking about the small but impactful cash shop update. And no, I'm not talking about this pathetic item of the month here in life tokens. I am, however, talking about the new lost treasure items. The silver prize is a very lackluster box, which if opened can potentially give you a random platinum emblem. Not guaranteed though. You could walk away with 2 silver or gold emblems. Fact of the matter is, just NPC this box, okay? It's not worth. What is worth, on the other hand, is the gold prize in the unique motion aura box. It's an awesome aura that is used to give your character an additional animation while you're idling. It's a lot cooler on some classes than others, but suffice to say, it's the most interactive and, in my opinion, cool avatar that we've ever gotten yet. The kicker with this aura though, and why it's worth the price tag, is that while it does not have any stats on it, it does however have the 2 generic emblem slots and a never before seen platinum emblem slot as well. What? I did not see that one coming. So while it may not be the most optimal aura stat-wise, this is a gold mine for people who can capitalize on that extra platinum slot in some way. Unstated in-game, but instead on the website, is the Sarah and Gift event, which basically rewards you for purchasing Sarah with different items as shown here. Most importantly, if you charge $31 or more, you can get the coveted The Awakens One avatar package, in case you missed it way back when. Anyway guys, that's all the updates I have to report in on today. Like I've said a few times now, expect to see a much bigger and more hype update coming in just a few weeks. But anyway guys, thanks for listening, and I will catch you knights later.